Hallo. Guten Morgen. Guten Abend. I think people are now joining. Let's give some few more seconds and then we will get started. Okay, so this today we are going to learn something very interesting and that's related to, um, formulating questions in German. Yeah. All right. Okay. So you guys are able to see me also without any problem now, right? Just give me a confirmation. Yes. Okay, cool. Mm, all right. So yeah, let's get started because we have around 45 minutes for this class and we don't want to waste. And so let's get started with the topic like how to form questions in German. So till now we have learned about some conjugations of verb like for example gehen, how you can form sentences like I go, you go, he goes, they go, right? So such sentences we have learned, right? Let me directly come to board and start. Okay, so today's topic is going to be very, very important for you guys because this will help you to form questions, okay, in German. And so if you are able to ask questions, because in the exam even they will definitely ask you to, ask questions based on some words. They will give you some words and in the play card, and then they will ask you to, ask questions based on them. Yeah. Okay, so let us take the verb, okay, haben, for example. Yeah, haben. Let me write haben. Yeah. So let us make simple sentences with haben. Okay. So let us conjugate quickly. Okay. So we already know, but we will do the conjugation little quick so that you guys can form sentences. Ich habe, du hast, yeah, du hast, er, es, hat, right? And then wir haben, and then what? Habt, ihr habt, and G, and this G is also haben. Till here there is no problem with anyone, right? So I hope you know already the meaning of is I, do is you, er is he, z, she, s, it, and this we is we people, here you guys, and this g is a formal do, and this g is they, right? So g haben. So if you know this conjugation already, then we can start with today's session. Okay. All right, let me rub this quickly and then we will take one example and then get going. Okay, so how to form questions in German, okay, and W-based questions. So for now, just forget this part, okay, the right side, what you are saying, we will come back to that. So now I just make a simple sentence that I have an apple. Okay, if I say I have an apple, so how you will make a sentence with this? You will say is habe, because with is, what is the conjugation we just saw? Habe, right? And an apple. Apple is masculine, right? Der Apfel. Yeah, der Apfel. When I say I have an apple, so this apple becomes what? Accusative, right? So this der will change to den because this is masculine. I have told several times now, right? Is habe einen Apfel. Einen Apfel. Yeah, Apfel. This is the sentence. There is no doubt in this till now, right? We have already seen this several times now. So now let us ask that if I just say that I have an apple, what are the different questions that we can form? The first question will be who has an apple, right? First sentence will be who has an apple. Okay, this will be the first question that we can think of, that who has an apple. So this who is where in German. Okay, so now how do we form questions is the first question. Okay, so now the simple rule says, okay, let me rub this and then tell you guys how to form simple question. So I'm saying I have an apple. So first question is I can form simply, do I have an apple? Right? In English, we form like this. Have I an apple? What do you do in English? You put have in the beginning. Have I an apple? Or do I have? You just put do I have an apple, something like that, right? In German, we don't have do and all, okay? But the format is similar, okay? The format is similar. How we will form? Put this habe in the beginning. So what it will become? Habe is einen Apfel. What is the meaning of this? Do I have an apple? Very simple, right? Just the verb, whatever conjugated verb you have, right? You put it in the beginning, right? That becomes like yes no questions. What is that? Yes no question. I can say, do I have an apple? The answer will be yes or no. I have an apple or I may not have an apple. Nothing else can be the answer for this, right? So I will take another example. Yeah. So I'll take another example. Am I good? Am I good? This is how you form sentence in English, right? I am good. Then this am comes in the beginning, and then you form questions. Am I good? Right? So here, this is how we will do now. Conjugation first, and then make sentences quickly. Okay. All right. Till here, anyone has any doubt? Whatever I have told now, because this will be crucial for forming questions. Right? I hope there is no doubt because this was very, very simple. Okay. So now the question is, who has an apple? Right? So first question is, who has an apple? So this will be where. Okay? Where and who has. So I will say he has an apple. So first of all, can someone tell me what is the translation for how do you say it in German? He has an apple. This is very simple, right? Who can tell me quickly that he has an apple in chat? Okay, I want to see the translation. He has an apple. I see the answer. Er hat einen Apfel. I guess there's not, sorry, this is not a question. This is just a statement. But I will say, does he have an apple? So how do you form the question? You just put this hat here. Hat er einen Apfel. So does he have an apple? That is how you make a simple sentence and question here. Okay. Now let me take another example. Okay, with haben we have seen how to do. The conjugation is very important. If you know the conjugation, it becomes very, very simple, right? It becomes very simple if you know the conjugation. And we have seen modal verb also, right? So we will see some modal verb. I will just say, may I go. This sentence you would have seen several times, right? So may is what? Dürfen in German, dürfen, right? So how the conjugation happens for this, I hope you guys already know, but I will tell you quickly. Darf, right? First, this will be changed to darf, and then you do the conjugation. So now, may I go? How anyone can try this? May I go? May I go? How you will form the sentence? Darf es gern? And then question mark, right? I can eat. I can eat, right? This is one sentence. And the translation simple, is kann essen, right? Is kann, we have already seen this, is kann essen, right? But when I say, can I eat? How the question will be? Can someone try quickly? These are very simple sentences, right? That's what I'm giving you. And then we will go to WH question. First, we are answering yes, no question. Can I eat? The answer will be yes or no. You can eat or you cannot eat, right? Can is essen. Very simple. Just put this guy in the beginning. Let me rub this again. And I'm keeping this table in front of you so that this will be helpful for you guys when we just, go through this table. And now let us go to this table. So who is in German wer? Okay. So I will say I am Kundan, right? I am Kundan. So how will I say it in German? Iswin, Iswin Kundan, right? Iswin Kundan. So now question comes, who is he, right? Who is he? Who is Kundan, right? The question can be, where is Kundan, right? Who is Kundan? So I will say, yeah, who is he? Where is er? So this conjugation also you have seen, I think. You already would remember that for third person, I will say is bin, du bist, er, sie, es, ist, third person, right? Kundan is also ist, Kundan ist, he ist, like er ist, sie ist, es ist, like that. And wir sind, wir sind, we are, I am, you are, du bist, he, she is, right? So that's how we are doing, right? So ihr seid, right? And they, now they is what in German? Sie, right? So sie sind. This will be similar to this. I have already told, right? So now I will say she is, again, let us take this name, Mary, right? So what will be the question? Can you form the sentence for both question and general statement? Both. So she is Mary. First you have to make sentence, and then who is Mary? Okay, these two sentences you have to make. Very simple. I'm not going very, difficult. I'm not going to tell you very difficult things. Let us learn step by step and cover all this, and then we will be done with it. Okay. Main thing is this conjugation. If you know the conjugation, it is very simple. Yeah. So she is Mary, or I will say he is Ram, right? Make this sentence. And is he Ram? First question. And then who is Ram? Right? This is how you will make sentence, right? Make question, right? Yeah. This is how you will make question. So first thing I am looking for is, who is Ram? Who can make sentence? I'm just warming up and then we will go quick. Okay. So just tell me who is Ram, who can make sentence. Very simple, right? This is nothing very difficult in this, right? I'm telling who is Ram. Ram is a boy and I'm telling who is Ram. How you will make the sentence? If I would have said he is Ram, right? Then how will make sentence? Er ist Ram, right? If I say confirm that is he Ram, if I say is he Ram, then this ist will come here. Ist er Ram. Is he Ram? When I say who is Ram, now let us see how to make this. Okay. If I say who is Ram. So when I say who is Ram right here, so who is in German is wer, right? Wer and ist. Where is Ram? Because this is third person and I have told er, sie and s. Ist, right? We have told he, she, it is, right? So question also will be formed like this. So now let us take another example with haben. Yeah. Yeah. Haben. So I will say Ram has an apple. I'm not going to give you very difficult words here. My intention is to let you learn this question, how to form question, and then you can, take difficult words and then start doing it. So who can make this sentence? Very simple. I will say Ram hat einen Apfel. There's no problem with this. Everyone agrees because Ram, ARGS, heart, right? we have already seen. Is, habe, du, hast, er, sie, es hat, wir haben, sie, haben. Okay, so third person, the name of a person or er, sie, es, he, she, it will be always hat, right? So I'm saying Ram hat einen Apfel. So the next question is, what does Ram have, right? What does Ram have? This is how you will say, right? So what is in German? Was. Okay. So what is what in German? Was, right? So first you see how we will form has Ram an apple. You will say hat Ram einen Apfel. Just carefully concentrate on what I'm saying, and then I will give you question 3, 4. So now the question is, what does Ram have? So there's nothing called does in German. Okay, just forget about does. Okay, if I say what does Ram have, if I say something like this, forget about does. Just think was what Ram have. Okay, and I told you that verb you have to put in the beginning when you are making simple question, yes no question, and then what you will put here, right? So something like that. Is this right, guys? Simple. Was Ram hat? This is was hat Ram. Okay, or was hat Ram? Simple question. This is how you will form question. You will not put einen Apfel, right? Because this is the question, right? You are asking a question that what does Ram have? You will not say that Ram has apple, right? So you will just say was hat Ram. You will forget about apple. You will just say was hat Ram. Okay. Now I will say, let me say a simple sentence and then you make. Okay. Tell me the answer. Okay. For where? So I will say Kundan is in Frankfurt. So what question you can form? Where is Kundan, right? Question you can form is where, and when I say where is he, who can make this sentence? Where is he? Quickly, who can make this sentence? Where is he? I'm saying Kundan is in Frankfurt. Kundan is in Frankfurt. Wo ist Kundan? The question. And now I'm saying where is he? I'm not taking the name. I'm telling where is this person? He, right? So how will form the sentence in German? Can you quickly type in here in the chat? If you get doubt, how you will solve this? First, you will say he is in Frankfurt. Can you make sentence? He is in Frankfurt. He is in Frankfurt, right? So first make this sentence. How you will say er ist in Frankfurt, right? So how you will make the sentence now with where? Where is wo, right? So make this rule clear in your head that first is your WH question. Let me just make this rule for you, okay, so that life will be easy. First WH, okay, and then followed by verb, conjugation, what we are doing, right? Conjugation, conjugated verb, okay, conjugated verb, and then followed by rest thing. So I'm saying, where is Kundan? Where is Kundan? Can someone make this sentence quickly for me? And I will see who is that person. Okay. I'm going slow in the beginning because these are foundation. Okay. If you get these things, you will be able to form sentences quite, and you will be able to make huge difficult sentences also. So I'm saying, where is Kundan? He is in Frankfurt. You know how to form sentences. Yeah. Wo ist Kundan? That's perfectly all right. You have to put question mark, okay? Because in the exam, they just see everything, and first letter will be always capital. Okay, wo ist Kundan? Yeah, question mark, right? So now I will say he goes to, let me say, he goes to Delhi. Okay, if I say something like this, he goes to Delhi. So how you will make sentences? He, you know, ARGS, and go is what? Gan. I hope you guys know these things. Okay, so again, what you have to do? Remove the ending, put for AirGS what? Te, right? Is that clear? Erget, Nak, Delhi. What I'm saying, he travels to office, something like that. So go to, does he go to Delhi? Who can make this sentence first? This is yes, no question. This is yes, no question. Does he go to Delhi? Yeah. First is yes, no question. And then we will make where does he go? Yeah. Where does he go? So first question that you have to form, does he go to Delhi? He goes to Delhi, first you have to form in your mind. Okay. Let me see who is making he goes to Delhi. No worries if you are getting stuck or you are making mistakes. Don't worry about that. Just try to. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he's traveling. Yeah. So foreign. Yeah. Because you can't just go directly. So better is foreign. So remove this. You have only far. And with AirGS you put a te, but this also changes, right? In this case. So it becomes fährt, right? So I will say fährt nach Delhi, right? This is first thing. First sentence that you have to keep in mind, that first you try to make the sentence correctly. If you are able to make the sentence correctly, then you have to put the yes no question. So the question will be, does he really travel to Delhi? That is the question, right? So how you will make this fat in the first place and followed by subject. So you will say fat air nach Delhi. So in German, there's nothing called does and all. Okay, it is very simple, plain, right? So there's nothing does and all. Directly, you can bring the conjugated verb in the first place, followed by subject, and that will be your yes no question. So now it becomes fährt er nach Delhi. Does he travel to Delhi? So now next question is, where does he travel? Where does he travel? This is the question. Yeah, this you can't answer with yes or no. You can't say, if I ask you where does he travel, you will say yes. No, you can't say that. You have to tell that, okay, he travels to Delhi or he travels to Frankfurt, right? So similarly, we'll say, the question is, where does he travel? This is the question, okay? So when you are traveling to a place, this is a concept you have to, carefully see, okay? Okay, here, concentrate here. Okay, this is the place, for example. This is the place. You are traveling from this, okay? You are here, okay? You are traveling this direction. So you have to reach to this place, right? So when you are reaching to a place, right? So you are traveling from some place to some place. So always it is hin at the end, okay? So wohin, wohin. So I will say wohin is where to, like you are traveling to a place. This is very, very important, guys. Keep this in mind. This diagram will help you. If you are traveling from some place to some place, then always you have to use wohin. You don't have to use wo. Wo is where. You are not traveling where. You are traveling where to which place. So that is hin. Hin in German is, a certain particular place that you are traveling. Okay, let me rub this again and then quickly tell you. Okay, this concept is very, very important. You will have several sentences in exam also. Okay, so now I'm saying this guy is here. He's traveling to this. Okay, so where he's traveling? To this place. Okay, so this is hin. Okay, and I will say wohin. When I will form question, I will say, where does he travel to? I will not say where does he travel. He is not traveling in one room, right? He's traveling to a place. So wohin. Now how will you make sentence? He travels to Delhi, you know already. Air fat nach Delhi. How will you make this sentence? Where does he travel? So the rule says first WH followed by conjugated verb and then subject. Simple. So till now I have not got any right answer. So the right answer is Wohin fährt er. Yeah, Wohin fährt er? Okay, so just see here. Let me tell you again. Er fährt nach Delhi. I'm saying this. Er fährt nach Delhi. He travels to Delhi. So first question is, does he travel? How you will make this fährt in the beginning? So this will become fährt er. First of all, fährt er. Does he travel? And then where does he travel to? Then make wohin in the beginning. Fährt will become f will become small. Wohin fährt er. I hope there is no doubt in this. Guys, can you confirm there is no doubt with wohin, because this is something new, okay, in this language you have, okay? And if you are able to understand this concept, then this will make your life much better. Okay, cool. I see that no doubt is there. Okay, so I will say I go to school. Okay, who can try this sentence? I go to school, or I go to office. School is Schule, right? Let me see who is trying this out. Just try it out. I is, go is gehen, and school is Schule. Yeah, perfectly all right. So is gehe. So with is, what is their conjugation? Let me write in this side is gehe, du, gehst, right? ARGS, ARGS, get, we again, ihr geht, yeah, and GG gehen. So this is very simple. And now I say is, I go to school. So is gehe, zur, just for time being, just remember it is zur. Okay, why it is? I will teach you preposition, that time you will understand. Is gehe zur Schule. Yeah, Schule. So now next question is, do I go to school? So who will make this sentence? Quickly, guys. Don't take time for such small things. Okay, just make, because we already know is gehe zur Schule. So now tell me, do I go to school? Let me see who makes this. The first one. Nothing special about this question. Very simple. I'm saying is gehe zur Schule, is I go to school. The question is, do I go to school? Yeah, I go to school, right? That is yes no question. So for yes no question, it is very simple, very plain. That, yeah, no, that is wrong. So is gehe zur Schule is I go to school. I told you that just bring the verb at the first place. Okay, that will make the question. Do I go to? So there is nothing called do I in German. Okay, there is nothing do. Just put go I to school. Simple like this. Gehe is zur Schule. Yeah, gehe is zur Schule. Means, do I go to school? It's very simple, right? There's nothing very special about this. So I have told you I have an apple, right? Ich habe einen Apfel. So now I say, do I have an apple? Who can make this sentence? Little quick. I have an apple is ich habe einen Apfel. I'm saying, do I have an apple? Who can make this sentence? Little quick, and I will see who is awake. Yeah, habe ich einen Apfel. That's perfectly all right. So now I will say, who has an apple? I will say, already we saw that I have an apple is habe einen Apfel. Okay. Now I made sentence, do I have an apple? Habe is einen Apfel. You are confirming, okay, do I have an apple? Very simple. Habe is einen Apfel. Now question is, do I have an apple is gone. Who has an apple? Right? Who has an apple? Who is that person? Then it is like he has an apple. He has an apple. How you will make? Er hat einen Apfel. You will say er hat einen Apfel. But now question is, who has an apple? How will make? So whenever you have who has an apple, first make he has an apple. Er hat einen Apfel. If you are able to make this sentence, he has. So who has is very simple. Okay, because who has the same conjugation like as, yes. Who has, he has, she has, right? It has, everyone has the same conjugation. So it will be what? Wer hat einen Apfel? Guys, anyone has any doubt in this sentence? Who has an apple? Wer hat einen Apfel? You see how we are growing? So first step is that I have an apple. Ich habe einen Apfel. Ich habe einen Apfel. Now, do I have an apple? Then habe is einen Apfel. Habe just went in the beginning. Nothing changed, right? Nothing changed. Here you see, only habe came here, right? Habe came here, is at the second place. So habe is einen Apfel. Very simple. And now who has an apple? Who has an apple? So first you make sentence like she has an apple. Okay. Let me write. So now if I say that she has an apple, who can, no, I will tell another example. I will say she has a pen. Who can make sentence for this? She has a pen. She has a pen. Let us go one by one. Okay. And I'll see who is that person who is first to tell me. Because we will first form a simple sentence and then question for every type of question. Okay. So she has a pen. Let me see who is that person who makes this sentence. Yeah. That's perfectly all right. So I will say Z for C. ARGS is heart. ARGS is ARGS. He, she, it, has is always heart, right? So I will say Sie hat einen, because this is what ein will become einen in accusative, right? She has it, right? This is accusative. This is accusative. So ein will become to einen. Kuli, simple, right? Kugelschreiber, okay, that's also fine. So now I say, does she have a pen? Does she have a pen? Who can make this sentence quick? You have 5 seconds for this. This is very, very easy. Does she have a pen? You already know she has a pen. Sie hat einen Kuli, right? She has a pen. Yeah, perfect. Hat sie, just what you have to do, put this at the beginning. Hat sie einen Kuli. Sorry, hat sie, yeah, hat sie einen Kuli. That's right, hat sie einen Kuli. That means does she have? So now next question is, who has a Kuli? Who has a pen? Who has a pen? Question will be what? ARGS, same, wer hat einen Kuli? Wer hat einen Kuli? I told you who with same conjugation like ARGS, right? So wer hat einen Kuli, right? Wer hat einen Kuli? That's perfectly all right. Now I will say that what does he have? Who can make this sentence? We already know what is was. She has a pen. We already saw. Let me take another color. And meanwhile, I will see who can make this sentence for me. Okay. Let me see. So question is, who has a pen? Wer hat einen Kuli? So I will say Kundan has a pen. Kundan has a pen, right? So I will say Kundan hat einen Kuli. There's no problem with this, right? But when I say what does Kundan have? What does Kundan have? I'm just giving English here because to make your life little bit easier. Okay. So you have to know what is what, you know, was, right? So how sentence you will form? Was hat er, was hat Kundan, was hat Kundan. Or you can say what does he have, so you will just say was hat er. Yeah, so 2 times you should not take name, right? So he's already saying what does Kundan have, so you can say was hat er. So what is that he is holding in his hand, right? Right. So I will say a pen, right? Let me rub this, okay, and then See, this is how you will start making sentences slowly and steadily, because this conjugation is something which is very, very important. Nothing else is important in life in German. One is article, another is, this conjugation. If you know these two things, you will be good, you will be able to make sentences. So now I say, yeah, so we have seen this Wohin. Okay, so come from, I come from Delhi. Okay, or I come from India, if I say. Okay, if I say this, so who can make this sentence for me? Let me see. If you're not able to, just do till here, I come. Who can make this sentence? At least try with I come, and whoever knows can try I come from India. Let me see. Who can make? If I will be happy even if you just say I come. So I see some answer, but unfortunately not right. Okay. I was just testing whether you guys have taken a look at, conjugation. So, all right, let me quickly do the conjugation for common. Okay, yeah, so this is better. Okay, so common is to come, and you have to remove the ending. Okay, with is, you have to put a. So, is comma, right? Is comma, right? Is comma, aus Indian. You see, is come aus Indian. So I'm from India, or I come from India. So this is how you, when you do introduction, they will say, can you introduce yourself in German in A1 level? So this sentence will come there. Is komme aus Indien, is komme aus Deutschland, is komme aus, the place where you are coming from. So this is komme aus Indian. So now I will say, where from I come. Where from I come. I will not say where I come. I'm coming from a place, right? I'm coming from a place. Now let me again draw a diagram. This will make your life easier. Okay. So you are coming to this place, maybe Germany, but you are coming from this place, right? This place. You are coming from here, right? You are coming from this place. Yeah. And you will reach to this place. So when you are coming from a place, it is here. Yeah. So it is here. So this is woher. Woher is from where. Woher is from where. But when you are going to some place, it is hin. You are going to some place. That is wohin. You are reaching to some place. But you are coming from some place. That is here. So woher. So I will say where from he comes. So who can try this sentence? All right. I see already sentence. Where from is you come. Where comes to. That's perfectly all right. That's what I was looking for. Okay, cool. These diagrams will help you to understand, because this is A1 level. So I'm going a little bit slow. Okay. But if I'm fast, you have to tell me that you're fast. Okay. So I'm saying I come from India. Where does he come from? Where does he come from? Woher kommt er? Woher kommt er? Right? Where does he come from? So Kundan comes from India. So the answer is Kundan comes from India. He's from India. He's Indian. So er kommt aus Indien. Sie kommt aus Mexico, whatever the place of name. Yeah. So where they come from? Where they come from? So they is sie. Woher kommen sie? And if I ask you, from where do we come? Who can make this sentence? From which country do we come from? This is a question. And who can make this sentence? The first one. Let me see who is the first one who makes this sentence. These are very simple sentences. But if you know conjugation, life is much easier. You can watch previous videos if you have not, okay. From where do we come from? Who can try? Okay, we come from we come from, for example, India. We come from India, all of us, suppose. So we will say we are common house Indian. Yeah, we are common house Indian. So question will be, from where do we come from? So woher. I told you woher is from where? Common where. Woher, common where. I'm just going slow for each subject so that you get a better understanding. If I just give one sentence, you will not appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. So we are common house Indian. That's perfectly all right. That's what I was looking for. And now I will say I eat a banana today. Who can make this sentence? I eat a banana, or I eat today. I eat, very simple. I eat an apple today. An apple today. Who can make this sentence? I, is, Essen is eat, Apfel is der Apfel, or ein Apfel. Okay, that will be changed here because it is what? Accusative, and today is whiter. Whiter. So now let me see who can try this out. Even if it is wrong, guys, don't worry at all. Okay, I'm here to explain you. This is your A1 class, so you have all the license to make all the mistakes. Okay, but after 3-4 classes, you should not. Okay, so I see the answer is esse heute einen Apfel. Okay, so the answer is esse, right? Is esse. Essen is what? Essen is to eat. Remove en, and with s is put a ending. So is esse. Yeah, is esse heute einen Apfel. And Apfel will be always capital, guys. That you have to always keep in mind. This is not English, this is German. So all the noun you have to put capital. Ist esse heute einen Apfel? So now I will say, when do we eat an apple? When we eat an apple. So I just say, forget about apple and today. Just say, is I eat today. Okay, forget about I, rest everything, I eat today. Okay, this is the sentence. Okay, I'm eating today, or is esse heute. But question is, when do I eat? How you will make the sentence? When is one. What is when? One. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So I will say esse is esse. Okay. Heute. Okay. So now I will say, do I eat? How you will make sentence? Do I eat? Esse is esse is esse is. See how easy it is. Just put the verb, conjugated verb in the beginning. It may sound little bit, how can I say like this? But this is truth. Esse. So I'm saying now, when do I eat? So WH question will come in the beginning. So one esse is. This is very simple, guys. There's nothing very, difficult about WH question. But if you understand the conjugation, then all right. So now I will say, I am hungry. How you will make this sentence? I am hungry in German. Can someone try? I am hungry. I am hungry in English. Yeah. So in German it is habe Hunger. Is habe Hunger. So I have hunger. You don't say I'm hungry. I'm Kundan. I'm not hungry. Okay. So that's why in German they changed it. So I have, the hunger. So it is not like in English, I'm hungry. I'm not hungry. My name is Kundan. I'm Kundan. Yeah. So same way, that's why they corrected this mistake, what you have in English. I would say not mistake, but the way it is told. So is have hunger. I have hunger. You don't say I am hunger. Okay. So is have hunger. So now the question is, when do I have hunger? I have, I'm hungry today. If I'm saying is habe Hunger heute. Okay. I'm making simple sentences, so it will not make more sense sometimes, but just see the grammar part of it. Okay, so I'm saying I'm hungry. So when am I hungry? Who can make the sentence? Yeah, this is perfectly all right. One have is hunger. And now let me give you some meaningful sentences you can try. So when did Ram get the book? Who can make this sentence? Ram gets a book. First you have to make, let me write all four. Ram gets a book. Ram gets a book. Okay, Ram has a book. You make it simple. Ram has a book. When Ram has a book. These two sentences you have to make. Okay, so first you try Ram has a book, then you make another sentence, has Ram a book? Has Ram a book? The answer is yes or no. But now question is, when does Ram have a book? When does Ram have a book? I'm not writing does here because in German there is nothing called does. That's why I just ignore does here. Okay, we are learning German. So I'm just writing when Ram has a book. I'm not saying when does Ram have a book. I'm not saying when does Ram have a book. I'm just saying when Ram has a book. Just to make life easier for you guys. Okay, just to make life easier for you guys. Okay, okay, let me see. When one is one, okay, not when. Okay, that when is if. This one is when. Okay, when Ram has a book. So first of all, let me see who made it correct. Ram has a book. Ram hat einen book is not right. Ram hat ein Buch. That's why I'm just telling you guys to make sentence so that I can catch the mistake. So Ram hat ein Buch is right because this is das Buch. Das Buch or ein Buch. Ein Buch, right? So in accusative, no, this will never change. Only masculine changes. This is neutral. So this will be Ram hat ein Buch. Okay, Ram hat ein Buch. So next is when Ram has a book. So Ram has a book we know already, right? Let me just rub this out for you guys so that it becomes easy. And then I will explain quickly. Okay, so I say Ram hat ein Buch. You see everything what I'm writing, it is capital. This is not einen, this is ein because das Buch, ein Buch will remain same in accusative because only masculine changes. This is not der Buch, this is das Buch. That's why it will be ein Buch. If it was apple, their apple, then it will become Ram hat einen Apfel. Okay, these things I have explained you already, but I will keep repeating to make life easy for you based on the mistakes that you are making. Okay, so now does Ram have a book? Hat Ram einen Buch is not correct. Hat Ram ein Buch. Yeah, that is another mistake. But Ravel, I see that cameras, you have made it perfectly all right. That's what I'm expecting. Ram hat ein Buch. And now question is, hat Ram ein Buch, right? Has Ram a book? Does Ram have a book? But I'm not saying does because in German there's nothing does, right? So I'm saying has Ram a book? So now when Ram has a book, just put one in the beginning. One heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent. So this is what one is. So now let me say uh, another example and then we will move. Okay. All right. This one is very important. I will say the weather is good. Okay, the weather is good. The weather is das Wetter. Good is gut. Who can make um, the sentence? The weather is good. Let me see who is the first one. Das Wetter is gut. That's perfectly all right. Yeah. So das Wetter ist gut. Yeah, das Wetter ist gut. Next question, is the weather good? Ist das Wetter good? So now question is, how is the weather? Okay, no one will say is the weather good. They may ask, just to check, confirm that, okay. So now, how is the weather? How is the weather? So how in German is wie? Okay, how in German is wie. So now, how is the weather? Okay, how is the weather? Who can make the sentence? We already saw what we have to do. Bring this ist in the beginning. Ist das Wetter gut? Is the weather good? And when we are making sentence, how is the weather? Just put we is the weather. And don't put good, because you are asking the question, right? You are asking the question, how is the weather? So you can't say good. You will say wie ist das Wetter? Wetter. How is the weather today? So I will say the weather is very bad. Das Wetter ist sehr, sehr schlecht. Es regnet. Okay. Es regnet is it rains. You know. Regnen is to rain. So I'll say S regnet. Answer will be S regnet. Right? RGS. You have to put te. Remove an, put te. Regnet. Yeah. But te is there, then you have to keep that in mind. We war das Wetter. Wetter is not correct. How was the weather today? If you're talking about today, I would prefer, ist. Yeah. If you ask about yesterday, then maybe war was a better option. Okay, so next question is, okay, let me remove this quickly. And next is why. Okay, I will say, why is the weather bad today? Why is the weather bad? Okay, so first you have to make the sentence the weather is bad. Who can try this? Let me see. Bad is schlecht in German. Bad is schlecht. Okay, and the weather you already know. Okay. Okay, so the right answer is das Wetter ist schlecht. Yeah, now it is perfect. Das Wetter ist schlecht. Right? The weather is bad because it is raining. Es regnet. Yeah, it rains outside, you can say. So now I'm saying, why is the weather bad? Because it is raining, that's why it is bad. But question is, why is the weather bad? So who will make this sentence? Already we know why is warum. Why is, you can make first yes no question. Yes no, how you'll make? Is the weather bad? Is the weather bad? How you will make? Is, just make this verb in the first place. Is das Wetter schlecht? Okay, like that you will say, is das Wetter schlecht? I will say, yeah, the weather is really bad. So yeah, das Wetter is schlecht. But if I ask you, why is the weather bad? Yeah, so how you will make the sentence? Warum ist das Wetter schlecht? Yeah, that's perfectly all right. So you have to just add warum and make this ist smaller. And please do mention question mark. In A1, people do forget such things. And this Wetter, W is capital. These small mistakes, you will lose marks. That's why I'm telling every time, okay? Because in German, it is little bit different than in English, okay? Noun is always capital, all right. So now I will give you a very nice example, okay? So I will say, I read I read a book. I read a book. Who can make sentence for this? Quickly, guys, 5 seconds or 10 seconds you need for such things. We have seen already, but I'm giving you 15 seconds. I read a book. Who can make this sentence? Let me see. Yeah, that's right. Pankaj, Warum is the sweetest list. That's perfectly all right. And yeah, so now book is what? Das Buch. Guys, these things you have to keep in mind. Okay, I'm reiterating again. You see, nominative, accusative, I will tell again, masculine, feminine, neutral, plural. So now, yeah. So yeah, now people have corrected it. I'm happy. So I'm saying this male, this is male one, this is female, this is neutral, this is plural, right? So this is what der, die, das, die. Okay. Nothing will change in this in accusative. It will be it will remain the same. You know. Only this guy will change. This will become den. Yeah. This there will become den. Rest everything will remain same. So this is accusative because I read a book. I am not a book. I read a book. So this is object, right? Direct object. So this is accusative, and but it is accusative, but it is neutral. Das book. So it will not change. It will be is lese ein Buch. Is lese ein Buch. And now question is, what do I read? Who can make this sentence? What do I read? Let me see who is the first person. Who is the first person who can make this? What do I read? What is what? Was. Let me see who is the first person and then we will move to next example. Okay. Was is laser is not right. I have told you that laser will always be at the second place. First you make sentence, I'm telling you again, okay? Let me explain again. I don't want you guys to make mistakes in this part because this is what we have learned today, okay? There are 3 steps. First you make, first is lese ein Buch. This is first step. I read a book. Next step is, do I read a book? Lese is ein Buch. Very simple, right? Lese is ein Buch. The answer can be yes or no. Yeah. Do list ein Buch. Oder nein. Do list kein Buch. You are not reading a book. So now, what do I read? Okay. Was lese is. Or I will say, what does he read? What does he read? So what he reads is what? A list, right? Lesen, I have already explained you guys. Lesen, remove en and put te for ARGS, but here AE will also change to IE. So this will become a list. He reads, right? Now question is, does he read? So this will become list a. What does he read? Then again was will come in the beginning. Was list a. Guys, any doubt in this? Any doubt? Just give me in comment thumbs up that you are liking till now everything. And I'm not going very fast. Just confirm me, okay? If I'm going fast, you have to tell me that you are going fast. I'm trying to be as slow as possible because intention is to make you understand this basic stuff. Yeah. All right. Cool. So now I will say which book does he read? Does he read? So which is what you know, Welche. In German, it is Welche. Let me rub this out. This is significant. So let me come back and explain you this in little bit detail because in the exam you should not make such mistakes. Okay. So now Welche, yeah, Welcher, Welches. These three things you have to keep. This is for, neutral. This is for female. Yeah, the. You see the ending e, so this is this. Der, you see, are, so Welcher. And Welches is das, right? So S, Welches. Okay, this is how you have to remember. So book is what? Book is what? Das Buch. Das Buch. So which book does he read? What will be the answer for this? Let me see who is the first. Yeah, very nice. Excellent. I'm so happy and proud to see right answers coming. Rahul, cameras, you are a spot on. That's what we need. Okay. Welches book. This is one word. Okay. This is one word. Which book does he read? There's nothing called does in German. So just put the read part. Okay. Second thing is what? This together is one thing. Which book is one thing, right? And verb what? He reads. He reads. He reads a list, right? A list. Lesen is the verb. Remove en, put te, but e will also change to ie. Okay, so a list. So this list will come here. A. Welches book list a, right? Which book does he read or does he read, right? Now let me give you one question and let me see who can make this sentence perfectly correctly. Where is Ram taking the, no, this will be little difficult. So, okay. Let me give you simple one now, okay? Who has a book? Who can make this sentence? Very simple one. Who has a book? Now I will not write, I will just tell you guys to quickly tell in the chat, okay? And if you are telling wrong, then I will explain. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, so this you have to remember that with Welcher, okay, Welcher, Welcher, and Welches, okay. These things, this is the rule for now. When we go to A2 level, I will explain in detail. For now, just remember that when you have the ending E, it is for female, okay. But book is here what? Neutral, thus book. So Welches. If it was which pen does he have? Let me write another example. And all right, yeah. So the first question is, who are you? Okay, who are you? Who is, you already know this table, okay. Next question is, who works here? Okay. Next, what is that? What do you drink? Okay, last question. What does he have? What does he have? These 5 questions I am giving you, okay, and I want you guys to answer this in the comment section, not here, because I'll not check here in the chat. After this class ends, you can put it in the comment, okay, and I will check who had all right. Even if you make mistakes, doesn't matter. So in the next class, we will revise a bit this one and then we will continue. So appreciate your time again, and I think it's already 1 hour over. So we will continue from here in the next class. Appreciate if you have really liked something, then please do let me know that you have liked everything. And if you have any questions, please put in the comment that you have not understood something. I will explain again then in the next class. But in the comment, please, not here in the chat, because I will not be able to check in the chat. All right, then see you tomorrow. Bis morgen. Montag or Sonntag. I would say bis Samstag. Bis Samstag. Okay, bis dann. Ciao, ciao. Cheers. Auf Wiedersehen.